Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Thuya Hill. I am super glad to have you here today. Today we are going to be harvesting garlic, and I'm super excited about taking you along for the process. What I did first, before I even considered harvesting my garlic, was research. Now, one of my favorite gardening authorities is Monty Don, and he is who I usually turn to first when I want to make sure that I am doing things correctly in the garden. So what I did this particular morning in May, several weeks before I was to harvest the garlic, was I took some time to myself. I made some coffee, I pulled up a nice cozy chair, and I sat down with The Complete Gardener by Monty Don. And I read and I researched to make sure I was ready for my future garlic harvest. It was a lovely time of getting myself prepared for what was to come. Well, May came and went, and we entered into early June, and it was finally time to harvest my long-awaited garlic. Now remember, I planted this at the beginning of fall, so it has been growing and growing all throughout the winter months. It's so exciting when you've waited and you're finally ready to take hold of that harvest. So what I learned was to be very careful when uprooting your garlic. I did use a shovel, which might not have been the wisest thing because there were a few bulbs that I did damage in the process, and that's the risk. But if you're careful, you can loosen the soil and uproot your garlic just fine with no damage. It just needs to be done carefully. Once I got the hang of it, it worked out just fine. It's a good idea to shake the dirt off. But the truth is, you don't have to get these bulbs perfectly clean because eventually this outer paper will come off when you're ready to braid your garlic. You can get some of the dirt off just to keep your area tidy that you'll be drying these bulbs in, but you don't have to go crazy in getting them super clean. Isn't garlic beautiful? I was thrilled at the sight. Once the harvest is finished, I take my big basket full of garlic to the porch for one final shakedown of the dirt. I decided to hang my garlic outside to do its drying. Now there are a variety of ways that you could cure your garlic. One of them is on a screen. I just wanted them away from the elements, and so the screened-in porch was a great place to hang our bunches of garlic. I take some butcher's twine, I tie a nice knot at the top with a loop, and they are ready to dry for the next 4 weeks. After 4 weeks' time, the garlic is sufficiently dried out and ready to be braided. Now the whole process is quite long because you harvest in June, you let them dry out for another month, and so by July they're ready to take in. And again, we've been waiting an entire year for this, so it's really a neat process. As you can see here, I am taking off the outer leaves of the garlic. Then I cut off the dried roots at the end. It's kind of like shucking corn in some ways. You just take off the outer papers, and in doing this, it removes the dirty bits so that your garlic is really quite clean when you're ready to braid it. Now, I have a video coming out of how to actually braid hardneck garlic. Some say it's impossible, but it actually isn't. It's not as easy as softneck, but it is not impossible. You can see here my process. It's not complicated. It does require a bit more spacing than the softneck garlic braids do, but I still think it's beautiful. Once you've finished braiding your bulbs, you will go ahead and braid the leaves at the end. And then tie them so that they are ready to be hung in the house for future use. I think it's a lovely presentation. And there we have it. There is my hardneck garlic, all braided and dried and ready to be enjoyed throughout the winter months. So that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I very much look forward to seeing you in another new one soon. Goodbye for now.